Hello viewers, I welcome you all from HLTF Tech channel, and today we are continuing our video of SharePoint 2019 on-premise environment. In last video what we did, we create a new website in SharePoint 2019. We accessed that website through DNS entry in our domain. Then what we did, we create the subsites. After creating the web application, we make it available on our domain. Then we created the subsites of document center template. Okay. Then what we did, we create some site collections. For example, in a company there are multiple departments. What we did, we created different departments, that is HR, finance, logistics and supply chain. Three departments, site collections. After that, we worked on navigation links. As you all know that navigation links plays very important role for user friendly websites. They user just want to click on one link and go into their desired navigation. So we worked on navigation links, and then we worked on the customized look and feel. So up till now we have already covered these topics in our previous video. I wish and I hope so that you have already watched that video and you are now ready for granting access of your site that is ready to serve services to the user. So what we are going to do in this video demonstration, we are going to create users and users group in Active Directory, and then we will grant permissions to access sites. This portion is very important, that's why I have keep it separate with the previous video. uh, just to understand, let me tell you in just a few seconds that uh, permissions play very important role in SharePoint, because if you give right permissions to right user groups to right resources, then your life is very easy. But if you give wrong permissions, then you are messed up. So without wasting time, let's proceed towards the demonstration. Let me open my site. I'm going to open my site with the admin credentials. So guys, this was my site. I already told you we defined three site collections, that is login, supply chain, human resource department, finance department, and we created one sub site that was of document center. So it's very easy, we can click here and we can move towards the required thing. Right now I am admin and I have access to all of these resources. This site is not new for you, I know. If you have already watched my previous video, then I have already told you step by step configuration and how we can make this website. We have together made this website in our previous video. Those viewers who have not watched this the previous part of this video, I recommend you to go to my channel, subscribe it, and also watch the video so that you may get better understanding on this current video. So here, if I go into site information, and then from here if I go into view all site settings, you will notice that there is a portion that is users and permissions. In users and permission group, there is a permission level, that is site permissions. I go into site permissions. By default, three type of groups are created by SharePoint, and their naming convention is the name of your site and then members, name of your site with owners and visitors. So if we go into the permission levels, you know, I have told you that these are SharePoint groups, and this is the permission level, that is members have edit permission level, owners have full control, whereas the visitors can only read or we can say view the website. They cannot edit the web parts, or they cannot edit any component of the website. These two users are my admin. While creating the website, we give these admin as primary admin and secondary admin. So if I go in any of the site collection, that is I have 4 site collection, you will notice that these 3 groups are already made by SharePoint out of the box. Let's say if I go into human resource department, view all site settings, and if I go into site permissions, you will notice that there are 3 groups already created by SharePoint. So you should have better understanding of these 3 groups. You can also make your own groups. I will tell you during this video. So we are going to HLTF Tech homepage, and now uh, we have this website ready for its services, but our portion of accessing or defining the users is pending. So first of all, what I will do, I will go into my domain controller, and then I will go into the Active Directory users and computers. Here I have make an OU, that is computers, sorry, HLTF Tech company users, and I already have make 2 users here. So we will make 2 users of each department. I'm going to make some users. Let's say I'm going to make log HR manager, log manager. Okay, I'm going to make a new user, that is log manager, and the user ID of this will be log manager. I'm going to click next. I'm going to define password, and I'm going to click finish. Similarly, I'm going to create one more user for log department. That would be Dipty log manager. I will name him Dipty log manager. It depends upon your naming convention. Whatever you name, I am keeping it simple. You can create users as per your naming convention of your organization. I'm going to click finish, and then I'm going to create one more user for I'm going to create one more user for finance department, finance manager, FINANCE manager, and I'm going to click I'm going to click finance manager, log manager. Okay, I'm going to define the password here, and I'm going to keep it this, as it is my demonstration or staging environment. And last of all, I'm going to create one more user, Dipty finance manager. I'm going to name it Dipty finance manager. Okay. So if you already have worked on creating user and user groups, you may skip this little part of video, but I recommend you to continue the video for what better understanding. Now what we are going to do, I'm going to create one group. Okay, that group will be HR employees. Okay, I'm going to give this group as global and group type security. I'm going to create one more group, finance employees. Okay, and I am going to create one more group for log employee. Okay. So what we have done so far, if we look into the video, you will see that we have three departments, 1, 2, 3. Every department has its own group of people. We have created two users for each department, and now what we are going to do, we are going to give them the membership of these group. For example, in log, I'm going to add log members. Okay, I'm going to add one more user, that is Dipti log, and I'm going to click apply and OK. Same for HR employees. I'm going to add HR manager, and I'm going to add HR deputy manager. I'm going to click OK, and last of all, for finance, I'm going to do the same. Finance deputy, sorry, if I select deputy finance manager, and I'm going to click OK. So we have three groups. All of these members are all of these users are members of any of these three groups, and if I sort it, we have three groups for finance, HR and law. So what we are going to do, why groups are important, this is not the scope of this video, but let me tell you in just 5 seconds. Groups are collection of people. Despite of giving rights to each and every user, you give rights to group, so it's easy to manage. So now we are moving towards this, and now first of all, I have to make all users to land on this company main page. So what I have to do, as a best practice, I am going to create one more group of HLTF tech company groups. Okay, I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to add these groups, the part of this main group. Finance employees, and I'm going to add log employees. Okay, so this is the group, this is the main group of my company, in which all the subgroups are present, or we can say all the departments are present. And what I have to do now, in order to make all the users to access this website, I am going into site information, view all site settings and site permissions, and I am going to give them membership of home visitors. I am going to create new, and here I am going to select HLTF tech company groups. This is the same group that I have just created here. You can see that it is this group. I'm going to click share, and after that you can see that this group has been assigned the membership of home visitors. Alternatively, you can do one more thing. I'm going to remove this from this. If you don't want to make it a member of this home members, and what you want to make it you want to give this group direct rights. You don't want to make them a sub member of any predefined group. You can just click here, grant permission. Here you can say HLTF tech company. Here you can define the rights level. I am going to give the right level of read, and I am going to click share. Wonderful. So here you can see that HLTF Tech Company Group has been granted the rights of read. Okay, so what we are going to do now, after this portion, all the members of your site, of your company have been granted the access of this website. Now it's very important thing to understand that whenever you define any uh, user group in the user permission level, by default the inheritance is enabled. By default inheritance is enabled. Let me show you how. If I have if I go to the home page and here I go to the document center, this document center is the sub site of main site. Please keep it in mind, I am repeating this statement, that this site is the sub site of main site. So if I go into site settings and site permissions, you will see that inherit by default the top level permissions have been inherited to the same subsite. Okay, so but in different site collections, in independent site collections, inheritance is not enabled. You have to give unique rights. So I think it's clear. If there is any question, you can always leave a comment. I will be excited to answer you, to make you trouble free and to resolve your issues. So we are going into main site. Okay, and now I want to give these sites the membership of log and supply chain. I will simply go into site information, view all site settings. I will go in site permissions and I am going to grant permission to log employees. Okay, and what permission level? I am going to give them read permission level, and I will click refresh. Okay, now going back to the page, I go into the human resource department. I will go into site information, view all site settings, site permissions, and here I will give them the membership of HR employees. Permission level will be same, that is read, and I will click share. And last of all, for same for finance department, site information, view all site settings, site permissions, grant permission, and here is the finance employees, and I'm going to define the permission level as read. I'm going to click on the home page. Okay, so what we have done so far, it's clear that we have created the users in Active Directory, we give them the membership, and then we assign the member these user group the membership of main company. Now let's test that we are going in a right direction. So I will go and I will click on start in private browsing. I will copy it, I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to now I'm going to add the user of any user. Let's say I'm going to add deputy log manager. What is its account? I forgot, sorry. This is its account, and this is the password. So guys, now you can see that the user of deputy log manager has entered the main page of the site, and if you see, if you compare it with the main site page of the admin, you will see that the edit option is enabled here, edit option is enabled here. There are many other options, add event, etc. But if we go into the Deputy Log Manager, that is user ID, you will see that there is no edit option. There is only read options. No upcoming event is there, and you can see there is no option for editing. It means that we have it is because we have given this user only the membership to view the website or to read the website. Okay, now if you remember, we gave separate permissions to these departments. So if the user of log department clicks here, he can easily go into his own website or is his own separate site collection. And if we go back and click on any other site collection, it will give you a notice that this list hasn't been shared with you. So it means that we have successfully configured all we have successfully created users. We have assigned them the user groups, and these user groups have been assigned the membership of unique IDs or unique site collections. Afterwards, the next step I'm going to cover in my next video is about breaking the inheritance and defining unique permissions. That is required because whenever you land on a on some website and then you go into its resources, then there is some need of adding or deleting that resources for some users or some user groups. Then you have to define unique permissions. So in next video we are going to add some document libraries, we are going to add some data, and then we are going to give unique permissions to the users, and then we will see that how they will work. So thank you very much for watching this video. I request you all to subscribe my channel so that you may continue watching these videos. I thank you all.